Hey folks, it's Mike the Pen Outpost. As promised, we're starting a new series today. We are going to delve into the world of Kyo no Odo, which is a line of inks developed by the Tag Stationery store in Kyoto, Japan. They worked with a dyeing institute of research, Dyeing Research Institute, which typically does research about using plant dyes to dye fabrics and other things like that. And they developed some inks, and they have 8 colors that are widely available in the US, along with several other colors that seem to come and go from the Japanese site. And you can find them in the US, but they are not carried by the US distributors. So they're a little harder to come by, but you can still find them. And the first color up is number 1. Forgive my American pronunciation of this, but Nureba Iro. That loosely translates to the color of a wet crow's feather. Crow's feather, as in a black. And it is a deep, deep, cool black. I'm trying to get a really good swab on this one. It definitely has that coolness to it. When you wash your pen into the sink, it turns into a navy. So it has a blue or a deep blue base, and you can see it coming out in some of those spots. So I'm gonna see if I can find some. No shortage of blacks to compare to. Let me see if I can find some that are close. I think that's about done. Got a little curling. Let me straighten that out a little bit. All right, so the first thing you're going to notice is just a ton of sheen, which has a nice coppery color to it, and that is common with black inks. But I think it's a little more pronounced in this one than some of the others. I did a pretty heavy swab here, but you can't see it off. It didn't put down a thick line, so you can't see it off the nib very well. I mean, when I don't know if you can pick it up on camera. I can't tell, but when you angle the page just right in the light, you can see the sheen even in these fine letters, but it's not obvious to the naked eye. And also too, of course, you can see that little dot down there has some nice sheen, but you can see that blue back, that blue depth in the background of that color. So it's a nice cool black. But interestingly, if you follow it from top to bottom, it goes from a nice deep cool black. It almost gets a burgundy undertone in here because that sheen is getting diluted as it goes down. So it's an interesting black. It really is. I haven't put it in a pen yet, but it is on my short list to see exactly what it does in a pen. So let's look at some comparisons real quick. When you think of Japanese cool blacks, the first one that comes to mind is obviously Takasumi from Iroshizuku. And color-wise, this one has more of that blue, but this whole comparison is just really interrupted by the sheen that's so prominent in this ink. It's really it's a pretty ink, but not super far apart, but far enough apart where you can definitely tell a difference. And then I pulled dark matter because dark matter has that sheen, and dark matter is a black that leans a little bit further into the green area than the bluish purple. So similar, but not quite. And then I pulled, what is typically considered a standard in black inks. This is an old swab of carbon black. and Carbon Black's just, pure dark black, black, black. So side by side, it is, not really an equal comparison, but depth of black, I think it is very close to Carbon in that, just that darkness that people are looking for in black inks. So overall, I am absolutely thrilled with this ink, and I think you will be equally as impressed with some of the other colors as they start, as we start working with them too, because they're fun colors. They do all kinds of fun shading, and they don't do a whole lot of sheening. There's no shimmer in any of them, but overall as a line, I'm really, really impressed with this ink. Kyo no Oto, #1 Nureba Iro. It's available in a 3 milliliter sample and a 40 milliliter bottle at the Pen Outpost on eBay and thepenoutpost.com. Thanks for watching.